Victory Post Gaming. For our first review, I was going to do something a little bit different. I was going to do Street Fighter the movie the game, and then I thought people might want to watch something enjoyable, and I definitely don't want to play something that's pathetic. So I went for something that's a lot more interesting instead. Available as a digital download title for PlayStation 4 and PC, Transistor is a beautifully crafted game, one that I've been waiting for since I saw the trailers and screenshots many months ago. So, without further delay, here's a review of Transistor. Transistor is an isometric action RPG by Supergiant Games, with a beautiful art design, elegant soundtrack, and rewarding gameplay that left me wanting more straight after completion. While not the longest game, with my first playthrough taking only 6 hours, that journey I went on felt like a lot more had happened.
Solid. We're good.
I do wish there was more overall, but to me, that's a sign of a well thought out game. There's no area where you aren't either reading or commenting on a terminal, or trying to get out of an ambush alive, but the pace at which you are doing all these actions is balanced.
Maybe next year.
After surviving a hellish battle, it's refreshing to hear the Transistor make a comment either through the TV or built-in speaker in the PS4 pad, whilst flicking through unlocked music on the beach by clearing different challenges. All of this is crammed and intertwined with a story I honestly had no idea with what was going on at the start, and even after my second playthrough I'm still struggling to fully conceive.
Hey Red, we're not gonna get away with this, are we?
I might not have 100% comprehension of why events happen, but the gameplay easily hooks me in.
Sort of.
You can go at it head first and load up Red with 4 actions, each with 2 unlockable equip slots, and 4 passive abilities to help throughout each battle.
What?
There are some devastating combos that can be made later on in the game and subsequent playthroughs, but the variety of enemy types led to a constant remix of your abilities to maximise your damage and survivability. If it all gets a little too hectic and you need time to think, you can freeze time and stack a bunch of actions to plan out carefully your next move. With the breakdown of damage and combat potential all displayed per chosen enemy, and the ability to undo all your moves and get back into the fray, it mixes up the battles in a unique way I haven't experienced in many other games. After clearing some challenges, some of which give you certain abilities without choice, or even random abilities altogether, I had enough of an idea of how to deal some serious damage, especially when you combine 2 of the same ability together, or stack damage boosting properties onto one action.
Time to rehearse.
It never got repetitive or stagnant, thankfully due to the level and enemy designs, both along with the overall artistic style and glorious musical score that accompanies the visuals. The main track, We All Become One, stands out as one of the reasons I bought the game alone. The characters in the game all have excellent personas that are well performed and stand out from one another. Red has had her voice stolen, so the main dialogue comes from the talking sword, the Transistor. It's a shame that some of the puzzle elements touted in the first hour or so of gameplay never really make an appearance later on, and this is my only real true complaint. Using the planning ability to open locked doors under pressure or even to create a weak spot on a boss would have made this game almost perfect. While you go on throughout the game to reclaim Red's lost voice, there is often remark or suggestion from the Transistor to guide you along your journey. This isn't Navi style, in fact it's the complete opposite. Especially when the speaker is used on the pad, you really get a sense of being accompanied by someone else, seeing what you're seeing and going through the same trials and struggles. That's not to say it's a minor smasher, that will just get you killed very quickly. Lose your health, lose an action. Lose all your actions, and it's game over. Here you can choose to retry with or without limiters on. Limiters give you negative effects in battles, like enemies having double damage or spawning more of them, but they also give you a bonus which you can stack towards earned experience at the end of a battle. Some aren't so bad, others are certainly difficult, and switching all of them on definitely puts the game into the hardest mode. But with the choice of whether to use them freely or not, and mixing your actions up, it gives a fair risk versus reward system that can tailor the fights to as hard or as easy as you would like them.
Probably getting his friends.
I definitely recommend this to anyone who's looking for an excellent action game, with deep and clever gameplay ideas that blend thoroughly with its stylistic art and musical score. It left me wanting more, but it was fulfilling enough the first time around that I just enjoyed creating ridiculously large amounts of damage and bits of processes all across the screen.
We're clear. Everyone always said you could be anything you want in this town. This is it for me. I could get used to this.
If I had to use one word to describe Transistor, it would definitely be beautiful. Gorgeous visuals and dynamic gameplay, it really was a joy. One that I'm still looking forward to replaying even after multiple completions. If I had to choose between leaving it or buying it, I'd definitely go with buying it. I felt it was money well spent. If you enjoyed this review, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, make some suggestions from other games that I can review, and who knows, maybe next time it could be Street Fighter the movie, the game. That's it from me, Tom, and we'll see you next time here at Victory Post Gaming.